It's getting exciting. We're starting to see the final pieces come together. So on our last video, you see that we were working on hydraulics. We've got the pump all mounted up now. All the lines have been ran, and we're starting to lay out the cable retrieval system for deploying the sled as well as pulling it back up on the bed. We've got the winch installed in the back bumper on this special bed for Ed. Let me give you an update how things are looking. We have the 13,000 plus pound winch mounted in behind this big structure now. We've got some D-rings for towing larger trailers. Of course, we've got a larger class hitch that's been installed on this truck. Some of the other beds that I've seen, really they've got a 2-inch receiver, and if you were to really look at the gusseting and supports that are in behind it, it's not meant for pulling larger trailers. Well, this one, we've got this spec'd out for pulling even the largest of trailers, class 5, class 6 and up. Also, we've got it laid out for some nice LED lights that are going to complement the 3 on either side. And let me show you what's up on top of the bed now too. So there's our pump mounted inside of its storage box. You can see hydraulic lines have been ran back through the hole. You saw a cut in the last video. And inside of the bed, here's our latest updates. You saw that cable shaft being assembled in the last video. So how that's going to work is this hydraulically powered motor is going to be chain driven to that shaft. We're focusing our attention now onto some of the small details of the bed. You'll see we're starting to get the supports ready for the monster drum box, the big storage box we're putting in behind here. It's going to extend as close as we can to the inside edges of those exhaust stacks. We're going to go really tall with it, as steep as possible. We're putting in the support structure for that right now. And I'll show you some of the other small details we've been taking care of on the bed. So much of the pump control systems that you've seen in previous videos, of course, are 12-volt controlled. So we're starting to pull power, fused of course, back to those controls and to the pump systems. Now continuing with our theme of wiring, we've been working to put power to all the new light positions. Some brand new pigtails, everything sealed up with some split loom. And as usual, everything has been shrink wrapped and encased to protect it as much as we can from the elements. Of course, we'll have a lot of water flying around back here over time, so protecting it from corrosion is important. There's that support structure that's going to be used for carrying the weight of the drum box. We've got some other bracketing and supports that are going to go in there next. In one of our previous videos, we had shown you how the pins are designed to come out into those holes, and we've closed off some of the tubing. And on the other end of the tubing, while we were closing it off, we decided to provide a little bit of support and gusseting to the hydraulic mounts. So in an earlier video, I'd alluded to the fact that we were going to be providing some significant support for that hitch back here. You can see the 13,500 pound winch has been mounted, and there's a lot of our support here for that receiver. Our hydraulic loader bed is ready to move. It's moving day. Let me show you how it's working these days. curious, there is a limit switch built into the system, so you cannot harm it. You get to the end and it'll just stop its motion, but no damage is done. Now I don't have the rollers on the sled yet, so we won't let this go the whole way. But you get the idea. Now you'll notice on my controller we've got some new labels coming. So the labels will be corrected.
Let me show you a few details about these chock blocks. You see we've got two sets of holes in the deck. That is because the newer smart cars that are coming out next year are expected to be 5 inches wider. So we've got two sets of holes in the bed to accommodate that. A little bit of future proofing. You can see some of the other progress we're making. We've got supports for mud flaps. We've done some of our preparation. We've maximized the toolbox storage on the back, so we've actually cut out a little notch in expectation of the toolboxes that are going to be placed there. And we're starting to work on putting the checker plate up on top of the bed.